Hi guys, Henry here. So I get asked a lot about platform costs and to do a few reviews about my opinion. So just as a disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. Today we're going to go over Ardan Platform review, go over a bit about the history, the fees of the platform, the location where it's based, and what my opinions are and if it may be suitable for you as an expat. So Ardan was originally a DFM owned by St James's Place. It then got bought out by Royal London, and the parent company of that owns Royal London and FPI as well, presently holds around $11.5 billion in assets and has 80,000 clients under management through the parent company. So this is important because it's got that stability. A lot of people, when they come to me, so they say, how much is the platform got under management? Is it safe? Do they have clients worldwide? They want to know that. They're probably not so comfortable going into platforms that have 10 million under management, or ones that have just started out 2-3 years ago. So it is relatively new platform. It's established in 2013, got acquired in 2016 if I'm correct in believing, but it is part of the parent company that does have a lot of assets under management. Also, we'll go over the protection element later, both from the jurisdiction and the custodian's sides as well. Where it's based is the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man I've talked about a few times as a jurisdiction. It's got the Manx insurance scheme, protection scheme involved. Obviously it's an offshore jurisdiction, so it has offshore laws and legislation framework involved, and financially and politically stable, and it's one of the top rated jurisdictions by all the rating agencies, S&P, Moody's, etc. So in terms of location, it's as good as you're going to get, and obviously it's there for the tax efficiency potentially for your investments side of that, although for specific tax advice obviously go see a tax advisor. In terms of the protection, again, from the custodian point of view, obviously it's got the assets under management. Also it works with systemic banks like Citibank, Allfunds as well. That's a major institution for client protection of the funds, and again we'll get into this as well, but that's all inclusive in the charges, the 0.4% charge with the custody fees as well. So that leads me on to the next element, which is the fees. What are the fees? How much will you pay for it? And what will it cost? So the fees vary depending on the advisor fees, but we'll go for the clean format. It is 0.4% annual charge that's gone out monthly. You also have dealing fees as well, and the advisor can put in entry fees on funds from 0 to 5%, and also an advisor fee from 0 to 2% a year management. So at the cleanest basis it's 0.4% and trading fees. Now the trading fees vary. For stocks they are £5, and mutual funds and ETFs £5 plus the stockbroker fees. Now this does vary. Normally the stockbroker fees there, it was prior a year ago £25 dealing fees and all in. They have changed that now, so plus the stockbroker fees. It normally works out to be from £10 to £35 depending on the transaction. For structured notes it is a bit expensive, from £40. So you can see the dealing fees are the higher cost, so it's not a trading platform. Also in it as well, you can't get options, you can't get futures or do any margin account or spread betting like you would on your interactive brokers. It is just an advisor-led platform. Also worth noting as well is that there's no hedge funds involved or no crypto assets, so it's just plainly stocks, ETFs and funds as well. can get all listed stocks on it. So all the stocks are listed on major exchanges, same with mutual funds listed on major exchanges that can be traded in. So it has a wide option. It's open architecture in that basis. No exit fees, although it does charge a £5 to withdraw all the costs as well, so that's something. And the minimum requirements, it doesn't require any minimums, but obviously to make it feasible you would be looking more around $10,000 at least to kind of make the dealing fees appropriate. For the platform in itself, I've got a personal account. I found it pretty easy to log in, to use it. It uses Morningstar. It does have a rebalancing feature, so you can rebalance it automatically or set it up to be balanced within a specific DFM portfolio. So if you wanted to have something that rebalances it if it's out, or you wanted a specific sector rotation, that can also be incorporated in the platform as well. It's quite a handy feature that can be used within the platform. Is that rebalancing technique that is used within it. In terms of trading, it's easy enough to trade. You can just literally do it with a click, and obviously it's all online. You get given your access code, your logging, etc. You just click on that and fill it in. In terms of the application, it is online, so you can fill it out electronically. It has to be signed DocuSign or another certificated electronic signature form if you are to do it online. If it's not formatted, the application is pretty easy, and it goes through all the charging on the application form as well, so you can see how much it's charging you, how much the advisor's charging. It's pretty transparent in terms of that. In terms of awards as well, it has won a number of awards for Best International Advisor. I think in 2018, 16 and 17, I may be incorrect there, but it has won a number of awards on that as well. So I just want to give my thoughts on the platform, on if it should be used, or how does it compare both to international platforms and to your home market, whether it be the UK, US, Australia. So 0.4, the trading fees are quite high, but if you take the overall platform costs, and if you're just going into, say for example, an ETF and you were to hold it there and not using it as a trading account, because obviously because of the fees and also the structure, it's another thing that it doesn't take live pricing for stocks. They are an hour or two delayed, so it's not live pricing. Again, another reason why it shouldn't be used as a trading account. But if you use it to buy, hold, you're not going to be constantly selling. You just want a good platform that's offshore, and you're an expat. It's quite favourable. It's got the location. In terms of cost, obviously, you have other platforms in the market, Swiss Quote, Interactive Brokers. They're more of a trading, and they are cheaper in terms of for the more you trade, and also the cost. I think they work out around, depending on what you've got, around 0.2, so they are cheaper. But in terms of an advisor-led platform, it's one of the best, in my opinion, out there for what they have. It's got a good location, good fund range, and also it's reasonably cost. It's not the cheapest, but it's not getting into a price war. You can still do a job with it. So that's my opinion on Ardan. If you do have any questions on this, feel free to email me at info@investmentforexpats.com. If you do want any more information about any other offshore platforms, I will be doing videos in regards to different platforms and reviews on that as well. Thanks, guys.